Hello, another edition of the Coach Corbin Show. We just decided to come back home. It was a crazy week. We had Monday out of school. I was gone Wednesday, Thursday for One Act State. So we're back here in the booth, ready for another week of football action.
Yes, yeah, excited to get back, and get back and play again.
Yeah.
We had, as you mentioned, we had fall break. Played on Thursday, against PC West a week ago. And as you mentioned, Monday off school, all that kind of stuff. So we're kind of ready to get back to a little bit of normalcy and got Friday night football again.
Right.
Under the lights, should have some great football weather this Friday, and rain and cold and all that. So it should be exciting.
Yeah. So we got traveling to Lawton this time, playing the Lawton Wolverines.
Yes.
And kickoff is at 7. And let's talk a little bit. Well, let's talk about last week, fall break. We had Putnam City West here,
right?
And so take us through that.
Yeah. Last week, I'll kind of lead up to Putnam City. It was kind of an interesting week last week because we actually have 4 games last week as a football program.
Oh, wow.
We have JV ninth grade on. We had JV ninth grade on Monday against Stillwater. Then we played PC West, as you mentioned, on Thursday, and then we played what we call a sophomore game on Friday versus US Grant. So it was a pretty busy week for our kids and. A lot of kids playing a lot of games and a lot of minutes, and it's always fun to do, but always very, very, very busy during that time. So, recapping PC West, jumped on them fast, jumped on them early, really proud of our kids. The execution rate was through the roof, both offensively, defensively, and special teams. 60-0 in the first half, which, I'm told is a school record.
Yeah, nice.
And also 74 points. I'm also told is a school record as well.
Yeah, for sure.
If you can verify that, otherwise let me know. But I'm told that.
Yeah.
Really proud of our kids. Thad Williams threw the ball really, really well. Our offensive line blocked tremendously well. And we had multiple receivers. With huge games, including Cade Sanford, Gabe Johnson, Wes Ziegler. And Chase Jackson, who was our offensive player of the game.
Nice.
And Deshaun Moore and C.J. Smith ran the ball really, really hard. Had freshmen like R.J. Jackson do really, really well, and he's been coming along on the offensive side of the ball as well.
And he's just a sophomore, right?
Freshman.
Yeah,
nice. Freshman. So it's huge. It's actually the first freshman. I've been coaching for 13 years, and it's the first freshman that I've ever had that started. For me, so it's pretty. It doesn't happen very often, especially in 6A football.
No, right, for sure.
That happens. He's done a tremendous job. On the defensive side of the ball, our D line flew around, made plays. Donnie Wingate was our defensive player of the game.
Nice.
Did a really, really good job. Jeff Robertson was flying around all over the place. And at safety position, we had guys like Rob Ellis, Tavion Robinson, and Spencer Bowles, played lights out as well, and linebackers Ethan Roan and Bolton Hawkins did a tremendous job as well. So overall, really, really good team effort. Good team win. We're able to, like I said, capitalize on some of their mistakes, but also just playing really good sound defense and offense against a really athletic PC West team that had some kids that could play. So I was really proud of our kids.
Yeah. So now we're gearing up towards Lawton. So let's talk a little bit about Lawton because I think we're, it's going to be wet.
Yeah.
It's going to be
It's going to be wet. Yeah, no question.
So you got that factor to play with. But so let's how are they looking this year? The season so far, and
sure.
What do we got?
Lawton's Lawton. They're always going to be Lawton. They always probably will be Lawton, and they're going to be coached well. They're going to be athletic. Have good team speed and good team size. They always do. We're looking forward to this game. This game we've kind of had circled all year. We've known that this would be a huge game for us. Every game's the biggest game because it's the next one, but this one really, really rings true to that. It's a huge game for district implications and playoff implications, which we're fully aware of. And we're excited for that opportunity to go play those guys. It's always a good game. Last year, if you caught us in 2018, it's something. I think it was 55 to 45 a year ago, and it's back and forth. And if you remember, it's kind of a little bit of an onside kick debacle and some other things that kind of like calls that could have went either way there at the very end, and it was back and forth with those guys. And really, really good game from a fan's perspective. A year ago, very entertaining. this year, with the weather forecasted as basically sleeting, and a lot of rain and cold. I don't know. We plan on scoring as many points. We plan on them not scoring as many.
Yeah,
so,
that's always the
this
key.
year as we play them. But no, they're tough on offense, tough on defense. Good special teams. They're a sound ball club. They always are.
Right.
They've been doing the same thing in Lawton since the early 2000s, and same offense, same defense. And so, it's lining up and just being able to be physical and try to stop those guys. And then on our end, just executing well. We feel like if we execute well, we can beat anybody, and we plan on doing that tonight. We're excited. This is, like I said, this is a game we've had circled for a long time. Excited to get on the turnpike and go light them up.
Yeah, for sure. So this week, like I said, was kind of crazy for me. I was gone Wednesday, Thursday for our one-act play, the
Very
Crucible.
Cool.
So we got the state championship for that one, and home shows will be in a couple weeks, and so that's what I was up to. But we also had Dr. Collins in, and it's college career fair next week.
Yes.
So our theme was, if you were not in education and coaching, what career would you be doing right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy for me to give me some softballs. I like these questions. Believe it or not, I'd probably be an archaeologist. I love, I like, it'd have to be something tropical though. I don't want to be an archaeologist in like Antarctica or something like that. Like I like jungle, and when we go to Central America, I like seeing like the Mayan ruins that haven't been explored and stuff like that. I think that stuff's really interesting, and kind of discovering new things. And I say if I lived 600 years ago, I would have been on the boat trying to discover the new world. I like that kind of adventure and still enjoy doing that even now. And so if we get a chance, we always go and kind of get off. And to my wife's chagrin, sometimes if we go, we don't really stay in the nice resorts. We'll always kind of get way off into the rainforest and way off in the jungle, and with no electricity and stuff like that. And I like seeing that and exploring stuff.
So would you think of yourself more as the Indiana Jones archaeologist, or like the Sam Neill from Jurassic Park?
No, I guess maybe that's bad. Like, I don't really want to be an archaeologist. I just want to go out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to sit there with the paintbrush and like brush
so that
off
would be
the bones.
that would definitely be an Indiana Jones move. You got adventure around every corner.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'd rather do. I guess it may be an explorer, but I don't think that's an actual job title anymore.
No, probably not.
So I just went with archaeologist. But
I could see it.
That'd be a lot of fun to me.
I could see you in the hat. I could see you with the whip. We may have to play to that for a future video.
Yeah, that would be kind of my deal. So I just love that stuff. I still do. I think it's cool just to go see something. If you're the first one to see it, I think in X amount of years, I think it's really cool. And when you go to places in Central America, like I mentioned, there's you'll see looks like a giant hill, in the middle of the jungle, and it's like, no, that's a pyramid, that hasn't been excavated. And they're all over. And just for money and budgets and stuff like that, and just being inaccessible, a lot of these places still haven't been explored. It's pretty cool that you'll just see that, and you're like, man, you wonder what's under there, what that was like, 1,000 years ago or whatever. It's really cool.
Right. So that'll kind of wrap us up for here. Now we do know for next week, being Halloween,
yes,
we will be at
Spooky season.
Nakoma Park Elementary. Costumes are there. So I don't know about you, but I've been trying to come up with something to wear, because I feel like we'll be outcast if we're not in a costume.
We'll come with something.
Yeah, so we got to come up with a costume idea for next week's show. So we'll see you next week.
Thank you.